Good evening, gentlemen. Today there will be a video about drugs. It is worth saying that any drugs are complete bullshit and I am against drugs in any form. Most likely you will die if you use them, so I do not advise. Personally, I lead a healthy lifestyle and I have only one bad habit, porn smoking. But nevertheless, when I was a little cunt, such a schoolboy, I had to deal with some things. That's what I'll tell you about. Let's start with cigarettes. As you know, I smoke, but I've been smoking since I was 18. I didn't smoke at school, I didn't smoke at college when I was studying for Delbic either, only from the third year I started smoking, but of course for the first time I tried to smoke at school. In general, the story is like this: we had a dude in the class, unusual, let's say gifted, not like everyone else. In short, a rare fucker. And many things happened because of him. It was as if he was inciting all of us, innocent children, to different game. So one day he brought cigs to school and offered us a smoke. He also did not smoke. And since stupid schoolboys are interested in everything forbidden, we decided to smoke. After school, we gathered in a secret place. It's now schoolchildren running around with iron dildos and calmly puffing in front of adults. In my childhood, I had to duck very hard so as not to grab a crazy cunt from the road axe. We stand, so we have sorted out each cigarette and start smoking. I take a couple of puffs, I don't like it wildly and I throw out a cigar without finishing it. But I see my friend is starting to actively puff, like he liked it. I take my friend's cigarette and say, dude, I didn't like it, so you didn't like it either. Well, stop with this shit or now we will collect your fucker around the area, so to speak. In general, a friend listened to me, also threw and we just went to play football. And oddly enough, this time was enough for us. We did not become smokers after that and did not smoke at school. I don't remember at what age I tried alcohol for the first time, but it was around the time when we bought Proziki only to throw them off the balcony. Although even now I buy them for this. One day our gifted classmate brought different types of booze from home and offered, let's say, to taste it. As always, we were hiding in the bushes behind the school. The dude who started all this, poured some liquid into his cap, drank it and started telling everyone how good he was. Only now do I understand what he did and the maximum that he felt was the taste of alcohol. However, he strongly recommended others to drink more. As a result, we drank half a glass of some wildly disgusting hat and waited. Nothing happened for a while, but then everything became more interesting. We took turns letting out fountains of goodness. Of course, except for this dude who drank a fucking lid. Naturally, after such an experience, we did not look towards alcohol at all for a long time. Well, I'm so sure. And at that age I didn't make any more attempts to find out what alcohol is. Fuck it. Well, only at graduation we fucked up and that's it. What is nasbai? In fact, it is a kind of tobacco with lime and chicken droppings. Think about it, drugs that have poo in them. It seems to me that this was specially invented in order to pre-boil all the dudes who throw us piles. But when I was a kid, I thought it was just some kind of hard drugs. In any case, it's drugs, like cigarettes and booze and the like. Do not use. So, when I was in the 5th grade, we had high school students who studied shit, drank, smoked, well, purely such cream of society. But apart from everything else, they also threw some incomprehensible green stuff behind their lips, their eyes became glassy, and their collective farm fuckers took on a pretentious look. Naturally, we were wondering what it was, but everyone was afraid to come up and ask. Hey, rednecks, what is it that you're throwing over your lip here, huh? Are you drug addicts? Or maybe even faggots? Are you faggots? Ran. But still, one day the veil of mystery was opened. A dude from Parallel came running to our class with the words, guys, I'm fucking on piles. Of course, everyone looked at him in surprise and indeed, he opened his mouth and there was some kind of brown goo under his lip. However, I had a question, is the pile green, and he has brown goo in his mouth? Is it really in the pursuit of new sensations that this guy screwed up an ordinary shit? But unfortunately, this Delbic just packaged coffee in bags and walked around with an important look and threw it. As for the real nasbai, my friend tried it. I threw up and didn't try again. He was just allergic to shit in his mouth. In one video I mentioned a story about glue and in the comments you asked me to tell it. Well, just for the sake of subscribers. It was an ordinary day, nothing foreshadowed trouble. And on this day, the same classmate brought glue to school and offered to smell it. Guys, do you know what it is? Glue. Well, yes, you know what you can do with it. Glue. No, they can get stuck. Are you a fool? I'm not sniffing glue, it's complete bullshit, man. No, just fuck off. In short, we are standing with the boys behind the school, took the bags, glue. Everyone is standing, trying to get started. But the most interesting thing is that the guy who brought it, took himself a fucking lid again and poured glue there, then sniffed and gave out, "Fuck guys, that's a buzz." But I didn't really believe him, and I also had a friend who was worried about me. He took the package away from me and in the end I didn't smell anything, tore the package and soaked my clothes. Then I had to go on the bus in clothes with glue, but at home I had to explain how I fell into a puddle with glue. But in the end, everything ended well and no one became a taxi driver and did not die. Although one dude then died, but he just died. Well, not from glue, the dude just died and that's it. But he wasn't from our city, I didn't know him. Well, just in short, some dude died. Here. What do you need to know about spice? This is absolutely, exclusively, complete bullshit. Basically, like all drugs, I haven't tried this shit because, well, because I'm not fucking finished to try spice. But I have one friend who tried it and I will tell his instructive story. In general, he once hung out with unfamiliar dudes at the hut. There was a lot of booze, smoking and even one girl, which is quite strange, because there were 4 of them and only one girl. Besides them, there was spice on the hut, but they called it flowers. And of course my friend was offered to smoke flowers, he agreed. The ground went out from under his feet, he felt weak and passed out on the kitchen floor. However, he said that he had a rather strange dream, how he was riding a horse, just galloping and galloping for a long time. As a result, when he woke up, not only was he wildly fucked up, but some dude was lying next to him. Well, guys, I'm against any drugs, even tobacco and alcohol. I hope you are smart and will never use drugs in any form. As they say, sport is power, drugs are a grave. In general, I have a couple more similar stories, I'll just see if YouTube will block at least this video. I hope you are interested, everything is for everyone so far and see you soon.